tires, especially in the heat of the day.
25 laps to go.
This is shaping up to be a fantastic finish. Again, only 25 laps. Bourdais is going to run red tires on the last stint. These guys are going to really battle it out in pit lane and on those cold tire laps, the out and the in laps. So I think it's going to stack up beautifully.
And Townsend, if you look at the performance of the red tires at the start of the race, 25 laps is pushing the performance of these tires. Of course, the way Indy works, we are refueling, so it's put into separate stints. They're not running a full tank of fuel from start to finish.
That's Tim Cindric on the radio with Will Power telling him to pit now.
Yeah.
Tim Cindric is the president of Penske Racing. That was the voice you just heard. So what will Dixon do? Is Dixon going to follow suit or try and stay out another lap and leapfrog him that way?
Typically, Dixon, if he's got the fuel, is going to want to stay out an extra lap. That way he can be the last to pit and he can get the track position advantage on Will Power.
I think you've got it. I think you're absolutely right. I wouldn't want to pit at the same time now. I don't know why you'd want to do that. If you've got enough fuel for another lap, you want to put a flyer in.
No! Scott Dixon! Good catch.
I think
just saves it. He just lost a little bit.
Scott Dixon, I was doing exactly what we're describing. He's trying to get an absolute flyer. He's stayed out. Now you've got to push. Now.
Wow. Dixon, it was a good save. It was a mistake, but it was a save. And now Power's in the lane.
Yeah.
And, of course, Power would have seen that in the mirror, so he knows he might have a little bit to work with. They're deciding to go with a sticker set of black, so a similar strategy to Tony Kanaan. Oh, they got a little fuel spill. That's why the water comes in handy. We definitely had some fuel leaking there, but they got it dissipated right away.
Yeah, around 6 seconds of fuel delivery. It was a fast stop. Tires and fuel absolutely neck and neck. But now what can Scott Dixon do on this lap?
Wide open. 3, 2, 1.
Marco Andretti is at the very end of pit road, and they've actually moved the pit boxes so he has a little better exit. They've put some of the Firestone and the series timing stands. It was a nice exit for Andretti.
Here's Dixon. Dixon. Is it going to be this lap or does he stay out another one?
He's in.
Dixon's in.
He's pushing now. We need an excellent pit stop. Absolutely everything's got to go right here.
And you heard the voice of Tim Cindric say to Will Power, we need a big out lap. Yeah. They know Dixon is coming. Here we go.
Well, Dixon was very, very strong on the in lap.
There we see Will Power in the left. On the right side of the screen is Scott Dixon, his final stop. We'll be watching them blend back in. A brilliant stop for Scott Dixon's team. They're back out, and we'll take a look and see where they blend in. Dixon trying to win 2 in a row.
Oh, it's going to be close. This is going to be really close. Watch for Power on the right. Here comes the Penske man.
Wow,
down into turn 1. Dixon's got him, but it's only momentarily.
Oh, and Will makes a little bobble on the throttle. They will both be on the button here. Dixon on the button, Power on the button.
Dixon on cold tires, remember, coming out of the pits. Now is the time for Will Power to try and take the fight. He's got to make it now.
He does not need to force the inside.
Whoa!
That was huge.
He did not need to do that.
Townsend, you just called it.
He did not need to force the inside. He had hot tires. He could have gone to the outside.
Townsend, man, you absolutely called it spot on. He didn't need to do it.
Great driving from Scott Dixon and Will Power.
Let's hit our mark.
Let's go in. This is an important stop for this man too.
Jay Penske counting in Sebastian Bourdais. Dragon Racing is the only current IndyCar team that has not won an IndyCar race. They've got a chance. And remember, a little slower in the track as those two cars up front battle. Let's see if Bourdais can get out in front of them.
Is this going to happen to Will Power 2 laps in a row? Here comes Sebastian on the left. Watch for this down the straight. There's the Dragon Racing man. Dixon's gone by. Now Power. He slips into second. The Frenchman is in second. Now will Will Power be a little calmer this time around heading up to turn 3?
He's got a huge run. He lost a little downforce there for turn 2.
I don't think he's going to be capacious at all because it's time to take the fight. The Bourdais is now.
There it is.
Growing impatient is Will Power. He's got the outside run. You can pull this off, but not that time.
But Power defended beautifully, gliding across that apex to take away the outside line.
Wow, what incredible racing, both from Dixon, Bourdais and Power. It hasn't gone Power's way, but fantastic in-lap by Dixon and teamwork to get Dixon to the front of this race.
Look at Jay Penske. He knows that was a critical move. They are on red tires. Couple more corners here. Bourdais is going to be flat on it on those softer reds.
Now the question is, can Bourdais now take the fight?